How's it going, friends? My name is Fringy, it's July 11th, and welcome to System Update for the week's gaming news and discussion. GameStop, being the king shit of games retail, decided what they should do is fuck gamers as usual. You know those bullshit in-game pre-order incentives that are anti-consumer as fuck? GameStop decided to up the fucking ante. GameStop are looking into funding developers to create exclusive in-game content that will only be available to people who pre-order games at their stores only. I'm not talking a stupid skin pack. I'm talking retailer exclusive content like missions. I hate this shit. I really do. It proves that GameStop is not power to the players. They're just fucking you in the ass. The problem that I have with pre-order in general is that a lot of the time the pre-order incentive is not good. I mean, a good example of a good pre-order incentive would be the Destiny limited edition and Ghost editions. You get all this cool shit that's physical. It doesn't take away time from the development of the game. Pre-order incentives that take away time from the development of the game should not be there, because it means that you're getting less for your money. It means that they developed it and took it out of the fucking game and want you to pay more for it or never fucking get it because you didn't go to the right store. And all in all, it degrades the quality of the game. Pre-order incentive like getting a statue is pretty fucking cool. The reason why it's cool is because the developers are not working on it. The Bungie one, none of the guys at Bungie are going to be making that ghost statue. That's going to be manufactured elsewhere, so the developers can work on the game. Or, if you're going to do pre-order incentive, discount the fucking game. Make it cheaper so that the people who are actually putting money down for a game that they have not played yet actually get something out of it. Something worthwhile. I mean, don't actually make exclusive missions and take them out of the game. Watch Dogs was particularly bad in this regard. The fucking number of missions that were only available if you pre-ordered on Steam or you pre-ordered a GameStop or whatever the fuck, there were heaps of missions that were not actually accessible if you didn't pre-order. Now, I'm okay with exclusive content. I still don't like it because it means that other people aren't getting the full experience because one company paid more money, but it's essential to just, you know, the console market as it is, to give people incentive. But when you take shit out of the fucking game and then say, you have to go to this store to get it, that's bullshit. It means that no matter what you do, if you don't go to that store, you're not going to get the full experience. And if GameStop does this, you know all of the other companies are going to do it as well. Walmart, fucking Best Buy, all those guys will want to get in on it. So literally, no matter where you go, you're not going to be able to get the full experience. That's fucking horrible. To say to consumers that no matter who you choose, there's always going to be shit you're going to miss out on just because you're not going to buy 3 copies of the game. And don't say, oh, it's not a big deal, the game is already big enough. Shut the fuck up. That's not the point. Just like with The Sims, you don't take shit out of your games. I don't give a fuck how big your game is. When you start taking stuff out of it and either charging more money for it or not making it available because you didn't pre-order it, that is some bullshit. Sony is looking into creating their own early access program for the PlayStation 4, akin to early access on Steam. I'm not going to sugarcoat early access like all the games journalists do. Sony stated that they are looking into creating a program where gamers can buy games that aren't ready yet. That's what early access is, buying games that aren't fucking done. I hate early access, I really do, because why in fuck would you spend money on a game that's not done yet when there are literally hundreds of games out there that you can buy that are done? Why would you give your money to a developer who don't really owe you a fucking thing? They should give you a complete game, but they don't even need to. I mean, on Steam, a developer could just say, fuck it, I'm not completing the game, fuck it, I'm taking the money. And what can you do about it? They told you it was early access, they told you it wasn't ready yet, and there was no guarantee that they're going to complete it. Why would you give money to a company that you can't trust to complete it? And I don't give a shit if it's a fucking AAA studio or a guy in a basement. I don't trust anybody to complete a game if I give them my money for something that's incomplete. But what can you do? The game was advertised to be not feature complete. A game like Battlefield 4, which was obviously not complete, you can hold them up because they promised you a complete game. They're selling you a complete full game. But with a game like DayZ, what the fuck can you do if they don't finish it? You gave them the money, they told you not to buy the game, and yet you did it anyway. On the front page of Steam, DayZ is always up there. DayZ is up there beating out complete full fucking games. Why would you give them your money? You can't trust them. You don't know they're going to finish the game. And why would you set this precedent of, I don't care if the game's not finished, I'll still pay for it. You really think EA or Ubisoft or Activision aren't going to see that and be like, well, these fuckers don't care if it's buggy as shit. Let's just push it out the fucking door. And if you're going to do it on consoles, where a lot more people are a lot more gullible, and where you have a lot of people who aren't really into gaming that much, who might have a PS4, and they don't understand early access. What if they buy a fucking game, and then once it comes out, they're like, oh shit, it's not ready. They're fucked, aren't they? Why would you give them your money? That's all I ask. If you bought an early access game, why the fuck did you do it? That's what I want to know. So the Watch Dogs anti-hype that built up before release was obviously a load of bullshit because Watch Dogs has shipped 8 million copies worldwide. Now, shipped does not actually mean the games have been sold, but it gives us a good indication that Watch Dogs was super fucking successful for a new IP, and that we will be seeing a Watch Dogs 2 because this is Ubisoft we're talking about. Now, regardless of whether or not you were disappointed by Watch Dogs, they did market it relatively well. They probably could have sold more copies had they not delayed it and lied. But the fact of the matter is that a lot of people were saying they weren't going to buy Watch Dogs, even though we knew that they were going to buy it. This is something that's happening a lot with anti-hype. It's something I'm seeing with Destiny that I'm going to make a video about sometime next week. Where anti-hype builds up, when people get really excited, and then shit starts to fall down upon itself. Where a game gets so hyped up, that it actually fucking collapses down on itself, because the game's not good enough to support that hype. This is what happened with Watch Dogs. But a lot of people obviously just bought the game because they were interested in it. It really shows that while people say graphics are important, it's really fucking not to a lot of people. Now, obviously, there was a lot to be disappointed about with Watch Dogs, and it wasn't as good as everybody thought it would be. But the people who are saying it's dog shit have their head up their ass, because it's not bad. And the fact that it sold 8 million copies indicates that a lot of people really did like Watch Dogs. That obviously isn't an indication of quality as seen by the sales of Call of Duty Ghosts, which, while not as good as any of the other Call of Duties, still fucking sky high. But it means we're going to be seeing a Watch Dogs 2, which I'm actually kind of happy that we're going to be seeing a Watch Dogs 2. I want to keep seeing new IPs, but this is Ubisoft. And Ubisoft don't make new IPs. So, this is probably the last new IP that we're going to be seeing from them for a while. That's it for System Update. I hope you enjoyed the video. I'm Fringy, and as always, have a good one.